The world's forests have been supplying important products for hundreds of years, while providing wildlife habitat and clean water and protecting soils. Today, forests are seen as the answer to climate change, as a carbon sink and renewable energy source. As their importance for combating climate change expands, the products produced from forests are drawing additional scrutiny. The public wants to know that forests are managed sustainably, trees are sourced legally, harvests do not lead to deforestation. New legislation resulting from public pressure now requires operators to document their wood fiber sources. The EUDR legislation requires supply chain transparency. An operator placing forest products on the EU market must provide a diligence statement that identifies the location of the harvest tracts, verifies that trees were harvested legally, and assures that their removal will not lead to deforestation or forest degradation. This due diligence statement must be provided to EU customs before the shipment arrives at a European port. The ResourceWise solution was designed to do just that. ResourceWise has developed an industry-wide solution to meet new wood supply chain transparency demands. The ResourceWise solution is simple, cost-effective, and meets the European Deforestation Regulation, EUDR, RFS2, and RED 3 requirements. This short video provides an overview of the solution for the pellet industry. Due diligence starts with the harvest location. ResourceWise has developed a simple-to-use mobile app that requires the trucker or log supplier to push one button on a mobile app. This action will download the geo-coordinates of the harvest tract. No cellular service is required. The truck then travels to a mill location where the log scale has been geofenced. When the truck drives across the scale, the geolocation of the mill is captured and a link between the harvest location and the mill is established. Many mills and third-party wood accounting systems already have their harvest tracts georeferenced, and their systems automatically incorporate this data. As the truck moves across the scale, the tract and endpoint mill location are matched to the specific load in Silvestat 360 to capture species and product, as well as weight or volume. The trucker takes no additional action. The transaction is linked to tract, vendor, and ownership data, as well as mill and vendor-specific sustainability certificates, which include attribute data and assurance that the tract was harvested legally and sustainably. For further assurance, the ResourceWise system includes a base forest ownership and tract parcel map that can be used to identify additional tract attributes, including stand type, ecologically sensitive areas, and ownership. These will be used for audits and as an EUDR pre-qualification tool. To track the load of timber from the woods to the mill and beyond, the ResourceWise solution will use an electronic token system. Think of an electronic token as the package of information that needs to be transferred to EU customs. At this point, the token contains tract attributes including geolocation, volume, species, and product information. The token resides in the mill woodyard inventory until it is made into an end product. A key part of EUDR compliance is establishing a work-in-process inventory and workflow for each mill so that the harvest tract can be linked to the end product produced. Let's look at a pellet mill, for example. Pellet mills receive wood from both chip mills and sawmills. At a chip mill, roundwood is converted to chips that are then sold to the pellet mill. Sawmills convert logs into lumber and the residual chips are then sold to pellet mills. To ensure traceability, electronic tokens in the sawmill inventory are divided between lumber and wood chips based on weight or volume. ResourceWise can estimate the time the mill holds inventory until the end product is produced. For a pellet mill, for example, the woodyard carries 10 days of wood fiber inventory and a pellet is produced in 1 day. On the 11th day, when a shipment leaves the facility, a unique token is created that has embedded data from all loads and tracks that came across the scale 11 days ago. This establishes the link between the unique load of finished product and the harvest tracks. When the pellet is produced and is ready for shipment to the port, a unique token is created tied to that specific load. The single load of pellets then travels to a port location and is mixed with other loads in a storage facility. When loaded onto a cargo ship, another unique token is created and forms the due diligence statement required for EU customs. This final token aggregates individual tracked locations, associated volume, species and product, and certification credentials. The token can be consumed by third-party certifiers such as Global Traceability to provide a final EUDR compliance certificate that meets Sustainable Biomass Partners (SBP) certification, which can be presented to customs under existing protocols. EUDR compliance package and audit trail are complete before the cargo reaches an EU customs window. The ResourceWise traceability solution simplifies EUDR compliance for pellet, pulp, and paper manufacturers. Join us and benefit from our hundreds of years of experience in the wood supply chain in all major operating regions in the world. Our database, which contains approximately 80 million transactions in North America alone. Our expertise in data collection and handling. Our long-standing relationships with associations and certification bodies. The expertise of our European team, which is well-versed in the Green New Deal and related legislation.